Yo, Herbo, what's going on, man? Why? Who the fuck keeps leaving this dude open?
So New York calls timeout. They're first. The break for the Phoenix Suns with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought. There is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
Now here is Smith. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Booker in the corner. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
Smith outside. Here's Barrett. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Randall. Back to Robinson. To the middle. Tries again. And it's Randall getting it to go. And here are the Suns now. And here's Rubio. Booker outside. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. 6 points for Devin Booker.
These types of shots speak to the confidence of Devin Booker. Catch and shoot, no problem.
And here's Morris for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Booker up top. 6 points for him. Yeah, it's stolen by Barrett. Here's Smith. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, that requires a level of concentration, and Dennis Smith Jr. so skilled at keeping his balance.
You know, Doris, when you think of the best dunkers at that guard position, you have to include Dennis Smith Jr.
His explosiveness, Dennis Smith Jr., is off the charts. Boy, when he is attacking the cup, as a defensive player, you better be on point or he's going to put it on your head.
And here's Smith after the three-pointer from Kelly Oubre. Randall outside. In the corner, it's Morris. Got a piece of it.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
Here's Smith. He's hit again. But they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Suns leading. Saric outside. Ayton trying to break free. Some solid defense from Robinson. Smith outside. Randall right side. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Barrett with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Randall with the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 3.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Back to Rubio. For 3, Bridges. It's good from long range. Bridges got the game tied up here for
This
Phoenix.
fucking help defense.
And
Wicked.
the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
George, what's the best combination of inside-outside basketball you see offensively now?
Well, 2 guys really come to mind immediately for me. It's Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis, because both men can face up and knock down shots in a legitimate enough fashion that you've got to get out and contest those guys. But the other side of this is they can play in the post and be a legitimate back-to-the-basket force who you've got to guard with more than one guy. I mean, how exciting, Kevin, are Joel and AD to watch play?
They are thrilling. I would agree. And the Knicks with possession here. Outside Portis. Pass to Gibson. Back to Portis. And stolen by Ayton. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Ayton with it. Out to Saric. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Knocks it loose. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Ntilikina. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Rubio looking it over. Down low. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, DeAndre Ayton, incredible size, incredible athleticism, and refuses to go down easy.
Phoenix shooting their first free throw tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Yep, that one goes. Ntilikina's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And a fast break now for New York. Here's Trier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 6. Knox misses.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 5. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
For the 3. Pass to Oubre. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a trying summer for the New York Knicks fans. After trading away Porzingis, they were hoping to get a big-name player in free agency, Greg, and they didn't.
You know, shocking they refused to offer the max to Kevin Durant. I mean, there were concerns with the Achilles, but instead he ends up in Brooklyn. Combine that with fans' disappointment at missing out on Zion Williamson, and the saga continues.
On offense, here are the Suns. Pass to Ayton. Oubre outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
This is what Rubio likes to do off the screen and roll. Hits his teammate where he can do something with it.
Right side, Portis. Pass to Ntilikina. Lays it up and banks it in. Ntilikina's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, that takes tremendous body control from Frank Ntilikina. Even with a physical defensive player, he stays composed.
Oubre outside. Here's Ayton. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Ayton's got 9 points.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now, here's Portis. Pass to Trier. Here's Knox. Defended by Bridges. Ntilikina. No good on the triple.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
Outside Portis. Beyond the arc. No good. The Suns go the other way with it. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Oubre outside. Pass to Bridges. Out to Saric. Banked in off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Phoenix lead.
Well, you love seeing this, guys. When Saric is attacking those openings, he is such a dangerous offensive.
DeAndre, he has been the guy making things happen for Phoenix. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Well, Frank Ntilikina still trying to find his niche, right? You've seen him spend some time at the point guard. You've seen him on the wing. This guy has got to find the position that maximizes his impact.
Doris, as you said with Ntilikina, it's been a search to find the right role for him in the NBA.
When you're a high draft pick, Kevin, as you know, there's always expectations. And for Ntilikina, I don't necessarily think his role has been clearly defined to this point. Once he sorts that out and his offense comes along, because of his defensive prowess, I think he should be fine.
Pass to Portis. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Phoenix shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
Well, you look at the Suns going forward. They have got to believe a big part of the puzzle is DeAndre Ayton. This guy was the #1 overall pick in last year's draft.
Here's Gibson. A second chance effort. Back to Portis. Goes up again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Thank you. Come on.
Doris Ayton, a terrific rebounder. He can score in the paint, and of course, he is still improving.
Yeah, what you like about DeAndre Ayton, Kev, is he doesn't just rely on his God-given talent. This guy knows he needs to be more consistent with the jumper, improve his overall defensive awareness, but this guy is willing to put in the work to become a complete and great NBA player.
Knicks trail by 12. Ntilikina looking it over. And too long on the shot. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Taj Gibson picks one up.
The ability to drive with either hand. Booker gets the defender on his heels, draws the foul.
Both free throws good from Booker. Doris, what has impressed me about Booker is that he's put up great numbers despite not having a lot of franchise stability at the start of his career.
No doubt, Kevin. For Devin Booker, his first 4 seasons, he had 4 different head coaches. That doesn't even start to touch the roster turnover he's dealt with. Through everything he's faced, he has produced on the offensive end. You love this guy's upside.
Smith outside. And again, it's the Suns missing. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Smith up top. He's got 8. And yes, it's good. Smith's got 10 points.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Pass to Baines. Now here's Booker. 8 points for him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, there are very few scorers in the NBA who are as explosive as Devin Booker. Boy, when this guy finds his rhythm, he can take over a game from just about any part of the floor, and there's nothing the defense can do about it. The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And David Fizdale wants a timeout. Doris, I still think back to that game where Booker put up 70 points. I mean, wow, unbelievable.
Yeah, when Devin Booker starts to cook, he can get as hot as any player in the league. The one thing you want from Devin is consistency on both ends of the floor from game to game. That's how you go from good to great.
Pass to Bullock. No one near Smith as he lets it go. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
There is so much to Dennis Smith and his game. The step back, the spot up, you name it, the total package offensively.
For three, Smith. Unable to get that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team. Pass to Bullock. There's the triple. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Phoenix leading by 9. Booker outside. Out to Saric. Booker outside. And the Suns miss again.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Now Barrett. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Smith for three. Rebound by the Suns. Booker looking around. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Barrett. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Mikal Bridges picks one up. And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
Bridges shot. Good.
Just terrific vision right there from Smith to keep the ball moving for a score.
And here's Barrett. Good. Nice job down low. Barrett's got 4 points in the quarter. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Saric outside. Offline with his three.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Robinson. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
And right there you see Devin Booker's feel for the game. This guy knows exactly when to give it up.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, we all know that circumstances and time changes everything. In Dallas, Dennis Smith Jr. thought he was going to be the cornerstone. But with the arrival of Luka Doncic, everything changed. The promising point guard was traded to the Knicks, and Smith said it was important. It's a big opportunity, and I've just got to make the most of it. Well, Kevin, we know one thing in New York, the ball is back in Smith's hands.
And DA, that's when he is at his best. Thank you. Robinson down low. And the wide open shot from Morris. Can't nail the jumper.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Booker outside. Fires the three. Robinson pulls it in.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Smith right side. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, you have to absorb the bump on the jump shot, and Dennis Smith Jr. still able to deliver. That is not easy, folks. Well, we know this, guys. Last season, a little bit up and down for Dennis Smith Jr. Not sure he wanted out of Dallas, but certainly dealt to the New York Knicks. But now they think this guy is a cornerstone for their franchise.
And it's Smith penetrating.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Smith with it. He's got 16. And here's Morris for three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Suns take it the other way. And with Smith, he had lost the ball handling duties in Dallas to Doncic. And you know what, Doris? It made sense probably for him to move on.
Yeah, this is one of those trades, I think, that will benefit everyone involved. Dennis Smith Jr. is a better player with the basketball in his hands. And once he left, he got his confidence back and started to create great opportunities for the Knicks.
Rubio outside. It's stolen by Smith. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Bridges with the steal. Good ball movement here by the Suns. To the left side wing. Oubre outside. Phoenix no good that time either. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Barrett. 6 feet out. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant's, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
Great insight. Suns leading by 4. Now here's Booker. He's got 10. Elbow shot. And Ayton throws it down.
God.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing, excellent.
Now Smith. 16 points for him. Pass to Gibson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
If Taj Gibson gets around the rack, you understand this guy is going to make an opportunity.
Booker outside. Smith surveying the D. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 12 points in the game.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on one of them.
Doubled by Oubre. Back to Gibson. 6 on the shot clock. Freer in the corner. Some solid defense from Ayton. Booker outside. At the top of the key, Ayton. Good. And a nice assist
These
from
guys
Booker.
do not react fucking quick at all, man.
Got 6 points in the quarter.
Fucking ridiculous.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Pass to Trier. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the half. That one misses. Now here's Oubre. Rebound by Smith.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And again, it's the Knicks missing. Phoenix leading by 8. Smith right side. Count the basket. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you really like to see Smith go to work inside there, always looking to expand on his game.
Inside. And stolen by Ayton. Back to Booker. Launches it. That one doesn't drop. That's a 2 from Smith. And he gets it back. And so it's Phoenix. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Knicks trail by 10. And here's Barrett. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. And the bank shot is good. Morris has got the first points of the second half here for New York. And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That's his first foul. Booker outside. Out to Saric. Wants to get it to Booker and does. From deep.
Well, you have to want to be a good defensive player, and Marcus Morris has committed to being more effective and aggressive contesting shots. That's nice.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Randall. Now Morris. Outside Robinson. Here's Randall. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Ayton. For New York, they have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
Wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible.
And stolen by Ayton. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Smith with the ball.
Well, what an open court display from J.R. Smith. So quick in transition.
Smith with it. 16 points for him. Pass to Robinson. Unloads. New York, no good that time either. Phoenix leading by 11. Out to Saric. Smith outside. Back to Saric. No good from the wing. Now the Knicks with it. Smith outside. Puts up a three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Pass to Ayton. Shot clock at 5. Smith with the defensive effort. Knicks trail by 11. To the paint. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
Guys, when you consider the New York Knicks roster, there is some talent amongst their young players. More than a handful of their guys in their first 3 years in the league. Kevin Knox, Mr. Robinson, and Mr. Dotson all could be factors for them in the future.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Doris with the youth. The Knicks added Dennis Smith to that bunch as well.
No doubt, Kevin. This was a player they had their eyes on. So when you couple Dennis Smith Jr. with some of the young assets they've collected over the last couple of years, there's a ton of young talent coming up in New York right now.
Barrett wide open. He fires. A three-pointer is right on target.
And, well, like a lot of young players, Barrett's working hard to become proficient from range.
Rubio. And that one drops. Rubio's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Barrett with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. Trying to get open is Randall.
Damn,
Whistle blows.
what's wrong with this
Bucket is
game?
good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And what a basket by Barrett, looking unafraid to take on these difficult challenges down low.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Pass to Bridges. Over Barrett. Robinson pulls it in.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Rubio. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Outside Robinson. Over to the left wing. Some nice passing by New York here. Bridges with the steal. And Smith gets double teamed. For 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio.
Fucking Rubio get a rebound.
Phoenix calls timeout. Here's Ntilikina. He has 6. Pass to Randall. Wants to get it to Booker and does. Here's Bridges. It's deflected. Here's Bullock. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now, here's Barrett. Shoots over Bridges. Barrett, no good. Booker in the corner. Lets it go with the three. Knicks trail by 9. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Barrett. Clock at 6. Bullock with it.
Oh my God, man.
Deep three-point range. But they'll get another chance.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. They've led by as many as 14 points. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. Back to Robinson. They need this one. Barrett, no good.
And now, in his second year of coaching the Knicks, David Fizdale putting more of a stamp on this team, changing the mindset of the franchise.
Well, the New York Knicks hired David Fizdale to steer the ship with a group of young players. And I want you to think back to where he earned his stripes. That was with the LeBron James and Dwayne Wade championship Miami teams. So he knows culture and he knows winning.
New York calls timeout.
And one thing that's been plaguing the Suns for years, undisciplined play.
Greg, I think that shows up most typically in your bottom of the league in turnovers and personal fouls, both categories 7 years running. When you're at a competitive disadvantage in terms of talent and experience, you can't afford to make those mistakes.
Pass to Gibson. Here's Trier. In the corner, Knox with it. Gibson with it. Oubre pulls it in.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's now 20 points for Devin Booker.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Pass to Knox. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Suns.
And Kevin Knox, yet another player out of the University of Kentucky. We've seen so many enter the NBA from that program. What they love about Kevin Knox is his ability to score at all 3 levels.
And with Knox, the Knicks kept feeding him minutes, Doris, allowing him to learn on the fly.
Yes, because of the circumstance with his team, he got a lot of the offense running through him as the season progressed. And for Kevin Knox, he had ample room to grow and make mistakes, and that's critical to his development.
On the free throw, no good. Well, you look at the length of Knox, Doris, his arm span, his frame, he can be a handful.
No doubt. Kevin Knox is able, because of that frame you talked about, to shrug off contact and muscle through most players. His reach allows him to be disruptive on the defensive end. So in terms of the physical metrics, you love what this guy brings to the table.
Knicks trail by 15. Here's Ntilikina. He has 6. Booker outside. Makes it off the glass. Booker's got 10 points here in the second half.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Pass to Portis. Left side, Gibson. Over Šarić. Misses from close range. Suns leading by 17. Here's Booker. And it's good, 2 points. Booker's got 24.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
To the wing on the left. Here's Portis. Booker pulls it in.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Ntilikina. And good that time. Ntilikina's got 8 points.
Well, nice touch there. For Frank Ntilikina, he's got to be able to knock down shots in the mid-range.
Booker. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Portis. .114 left to play in the third. Here's Knox. 5 on the clock. Great D that time from Oubre.
Who's got Booker?
Now Booker. Pass to Ayton. Here's Oubre. A new 14 for the Suns. Goes back up. No good from Booker.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Ntilikina. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Booker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Booker's got 28 points for the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Portis. Releases. Uses the glass to drop it in.
I like to see Kevin Knox share the basketball because what it shows is an improving awareness in finding his teammates. That's how people want to play with you.
Here's Smith. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here is Rubio. Pass to Johnson. Now Ayton. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Hits the three-point bomb. And that's 11 points for J.R. Smith.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
.60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Back to Rubio. And he drops in the layup off the glass. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 10 assists. And here's Smith. And they call an illegal screen here. Doris, all right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner three, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And the ability to stretch the floor from the power forward spot, Doris, becoming almost a requirement. That's worked out well for Marcus Morris.
Boy, when he comes into the league, Kevin, 2011, he was viewed as that classic tweener. That at one point was a negative level. The game has now shifted his direction because of his versatility.
Pass to Ayton. Over Robinson. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
And it's Smith missing. Phoenix leading by 22. And here is Ayton. Phoenix no good that time either. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Barrett. Phoenix grabs the miss. Rubio with it. Smith outside. No good on the three. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his third foul of the game. Doris, we know historically the Celtics, the only franchise to ever have a four-peat, 4 straight championships. Do you think at some point we're going to see another?
I'm not sure there can be in today's NBA, Kevin, and there are a number of different contributing factors. Number one, the salary cap implications that happen. Number two, look at the Golden State Warriors, who were well positioned for a three-peat. And yet, as you know, luck plays a small part in an NBA championship. Luck relative to injuries. You see Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant both get lost in the midst of an NBA Finals. This is it's challenging enough to go back-to-back. Forget about four-peat.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Here's Booker. That shot, no good. And the Knicks with possession. And it's Smith penetrating. And no good that time. Good D by Rubio. Booker outside. Here's Oubre. Phoenix no good that time either. So it's the Knicks now. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, just tremendous awareness from Dennis Smith Jr. Recognizing a teammate is open. Let me make the game easy for him.
Kicks it out to Booker. Pass to Ayton. 4 on the shot clock. No good from 11 feet. Knicks trail by 19. Now here is Smith. Pass to Randall. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns leading by 19. On the wing, Booker. Out to Saric. And he gets it to go from the corner.
Well, you can tell Dario Saric's teammates want him to take these kinds of shots. When he plays with confidence, look out.
In the corner, Barrett with it. You know, Doris, you and I love history. And you were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. Do you think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure, but it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
Well, hard to find a team more iconic in the NBA than the New York Knicks. They are a premier brand.
Greg, this is absolutely true. This is an organization that has played a few games in London that have helped them, and it hasn't seemed to matter that the team has struggled for an extended period of time. They remain a major media presence in a major market. The NBA is better when the New York Knicks are a factor.
Pass to Randall. New York moving the ball around. New York, no good that time either. Suns leading by 21. Smith on the wing. Back to Rubio. And it's J.R. Smith getting the three. Smith's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Suns. Randall outside. In the corner, Barrett with it. New York, no good that time either. The Suns on offense. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Nice shot by Smith.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Here's Barrett. No good again that time. In the corner, Smith with it. It's rebounded by New York. To the inside. Smith. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Oubre with it. Robinson picks him up. Pass to Rubio. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. That free throw good from Rubio.
I think the player most closely identified with the Phoenix Suns the last 3 years, obviously Devin Booker. You know, here's a guy who averaged well over 20 points. He can beat you with the pass as well. He's the piece that gives this team great hope for the future.
There's the three. No good that time. The Suns go the other way with it. He can't get it to go.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now Payton Pass to Gibson. Over Johnson. No good from Gibson. And what's astounding, even with Booker, the Suns have been last, Doris, in three-point accuracy 2 straight seasons.
Yeah, and I think that speaks, Kev, to the roster construction. You need floor spacing to win games, and it can't be from just one guy. This franchise knows that. They just haven't been able to yet solve the problem.
Here's Payton. Pass to Ellington. "13 feet away." That shot is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. And here's Rubio. Does not score for only the second time in 7 shots this game. Right wing. Here's Bullock. And it's blocked. Smith right side. The shot. Drops one in from the wing. Smith's got 13 points in the second half.
And really, Smith is always looking to fire as soon as he touches the ball. The D has to be more aware of that quick trigger.
And the Suns call time here. Doris, in basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt.
And here are the Suns now. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Off target with his 3.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Payton. New York, no good that time either.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Jerome, good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
1:32 left in the fourth quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Suns.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Devin Booker.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Payton can't get it to go. On offense, here are the Suns. They're on an 18-6 run. Pass to Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
I think Elfrid Payton has exciting potential. He's got unbelievable defensive instincts and work habits. He just needs to develop a little bit more on the offensive end.
Here's Jerome. 6 to shoot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Ellington from outside. Can't connect. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks.